Sarah here from 40 Below Fruity. Today I'm here to show you how to make banana chips. About a year ago I created a challenge called the Fruity Freeze Challenge. It's a 30-day raw food challenge and it's a group on Facebook. It grew to over 1,700 people, which is incredible. And even though the challenge isn't currently running because it's not going to be back until the winter, many people still post their daily food or inspirational stories or recipes they like, and I'm always posting in there. And a couple weeks ago I posted for my kayak trip how I took dried bananas with me. And everyone had all these specific questions, so they said, you just need to do a video about how to make banana chips. These are so incredible. It's one of my favorite fruits to dry because it tastes so good and it's reminiscent of banana bread. For the first question, how ripe do you want your bananas to be? I like them to be fairly ripe, so you'll see that these ones have a fair number of spots on them, but when I press down, they're not soft. So you don't want them to be mushy or taste fermented at all. That being said, you can use bananas that are a little past their prime, even ones that are a little bit black. Bananas that don't look the nicest or that you wouldn't want to eat on their own or in a smoothie, it's a great option to dry them. You have two options for slicing your bananas. First, you're going to want to peel each banana and have them all ready so that you can do it more efficiently. And one tool that's really good for the job is called a Mandolin Slicer. And what it enables you to do is set the thickness level of your dried banana. So you can have thicker ones, you can have thinner ones. It all depends on what your desired texture is once they've actually dried. So if you want a thick banana bread-like texture, then you obviously want to make your bananas thicker. Whereas if you want a really dried kind of banana jerky, you want to make them thinner. The beauty of a mandolin slicer is that it allows you to slice them lengthwise and it can be a lot quicker. The next option, if you don't have that, is just a good old-fashioned knife. I suggest cutting the banana in half and then cutting it in half again. This is all lengthwise. And then just cutting it into little spears. I love them like this too because they tend to get a little crunchy and it's like having a banana chip. To really make it worth your time and effort to dehydrate bananas, I suggest filling up an entire dehydrator full because, yep, you will eat them. And it does take about 50 bananas to fill up a 9-tray Excalibur dehydrator, which is what I'm using here. But it is so worth the effort because they smell and taste amazing when they're done. There's no way around the tedious work that it takes to put all of the banana strips on your dehydrator tray. So you want to take your dehydrator tray and then you're not going to put a Teflon sheet on top. You just want the mesh sheet. The reason is because there's nothing liquid that's really going to drip from the bananas and it's going to dry them a lot quicker if you don't use a Teflon sheet. So spread them out fairly evenly and you can have them touching, but try not to overlap too much because it could cause irregularities in the drying process. Once you have all of your bananas on all of your trays, you want to put them in the dehydrator, and it's really up to you as to what temperature you set it to. Technically with raw foods you wouldn't want to go over 110 degrees Fahrenheit. I tend to put them at 125 to 130 because I'm really not that picky, so it's entirely up to you. When I put them at about 125 to 130 degrees Fahrenheit, they tend to take 13 to 14 hours to dry to the consistency that I like. One thing to keep in mind is that the drier your bananas are by the time you're done dehydrating them, the longer they're going to last for. So when I take bananas with me on a plane or if I'm traveling for a while or on the kayak trip recently, I make sure that I dry them quite a bit because I don't want any leftover moisture because I want them to last long, even though I end up eating them all in the first 1 or 2 days because I just can't help it. And beware, you have been warned, your whole house is going to smell like banana bread and you're probably not going to be able to stop yourself from eating almost all of them before they're actually done. I've done it before and at the end you're left wondering what happened to 50 bananas. But you know what, it's a really good treat and one of my favorites on the raw food diet. I hope you liked this video and that you found it helpful. And let me know in the comments below how long dried bananas last in your household so that I don't feel so bad when I eat 30 in a day on top of my regular meals. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share with your friends, family, subscribe to 40 Below Fruity, and I will see you guys in the next video.